Caitlin Clark gets injured, and the WNBA is paying the price. Now fans are leaving, ratings are crashing, and the league is facing its biggest test yet.
Christine, how much does it hurt the WNBA when Caitlin Clark is out?
It is devastating to the WNBA when Caitlin Clark is out.
I know a lot of us were expecting some sort of dip since Caitlin Clark has been out with injury, but I don't think all of us were expecting the entire viewership of the entire WNBA to be down. And this tweet from Christine Brennan really stuck out to me. She said one player gets injured and more than half the TV audience for the entire league disappears. Has any other athlete ever had that kind of impact on a sport? Golf without Tiger definitely dropped precipitously on occasion.
The WNBA is facing serious financial problems, and without Caitlin Clark on the court, the league is struggling more than ever. Once again, it shows how little the league has done to protect the player who helped bring it into the spotlight. This is the story of a league that keeps hurting itself while its biggest star is out, and how refusing to face reality is costing it millions of dollars every day.
And the truth is the truth, and the data is there. And what we saw when Caitlin was out the last time, the 5 games that she missed earlier in the season, the WNBA's viewership dropped more than 50%. Not just the Fever, but the entire league.
These days, it's hard to separate facts from social media drama. When Caitlin Clark was sidelined with a quad injury on June 24th, the WNBA's heavy reliance on one player became impossible to ignore. Now it's happening again. Clark is out with a groin injury for an unknown amount of time, and the league is once again feeling the impact of not having its biggest star on the court.
Quad injury jumped to her groin likely because of compensation. But the thing that you have to be careful of is if, say, you try to rush her back from this injury as well, then you're getting into this territory where a very serious injury can happen. That is what the Indiana Fever, that is what Caitlin need to avoid the best that they possibly can. So if it means that Caitlin is out for 3 weeks, if it means that she is out all the way through All-Star, then so be it.
TV ratings for nationally televised WNBA games dropped sharply after Caitlin Clark was sidelined. Viewership fell from about 1.82 million viewers when she played to around 847,000 without her, a drop of roughly 55%. Indiana Fever games also saw their TV audience fall by about 53%. These numbers highlight just how much the league depends on its biggest star. For many fans, this raises serious questions about whether the WNBA has done enough to support and protect the player who brings in so much attention.
Clark went down. The WNBA ratings have dropped over 55% across the board.
Hey, guess what, guys?
League is Caitlin Clark.
The league is Caitlin Clark. She is the WNBA, guys.
Sidelined with a left quad strain May 24th. National TV viewership has plunged since then 55%. Before the injury, the Fever, her team, were averaging 1.81 million viewers, almost 2 million. Since her injury, fewer than 850,000.
While Caitlin Clark was selling out arenas, breaking TV ratings records, and helping the WNBA earn more money than ever, many critics argue that the league did too little to protect its biggest star. Instead of making sure she could play safely, the focus often stayed on debates about physical play while Clark continued to take hard hits on the court. What makes this even more frustrating for many fans is that this isn't the first time. The league has already seen TV ratings and revenue drop when its biggest star is injured. Yet the same problems seem to keep happening. It's like touching a hot stove, getting burned, and then touching it again while acting surprised by the result.
News is alarming for the league, and it's alarming for the league because this is such a crucial year for the WNBA. At the end of this season, the WNBA will go into CBA negotiations. If negotiations go well, then every single player in the WNBA has a much better chance of making so much more in their next contract. And that's one thing when you start thinking about how many people stopped watching when Caitlin Clark got injured. A lot of people stopped watching because they are boycotting the WNBA. They don't want to give viewership to any other teams or any other players, whether they like other players on the team or not, because of how the media and the league itself has handled Caitlin Clark and how they have treated her fate.
If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe. After Caitlin Clark was sidelined, ticket prices dropped quickly, Some Indiana Fever tickets that were selling for around $860 fell to about $250. For several games Clark missed, average ticket prices reportedly dropped from around $1,370 to about $80. To many fans, those numbers showed just how much demand Clark creates for the league. Some teams had even moved Fever games to larger arenas because of the huge interest in seeing Clark play. Without her, filling those bigger venues became much more difficult. One example was the Fever's rematch with the Los Angeles Sparks. Tickets that had been selling for around $210 dropped to about $95 after Clark was ruled out. The previous matchup between the two teams attracted about 2.25 million TV viewers, making it one of the WNBA's most-watched games. Without Clark on the court, many casual fans simply weren't as interested.
Really concerning about this is the fact that we are only a month into the regular season and Caitlin Clark has already been out with 2 injuries. With the first one being her having to miss some time with a left quad strain. Now, of course, this is concerning because if you're already on your second injury, you don't want to be that player that is always hurt. Cough, cough, Embiid, cough, cough, Anthony Davis. So I really do hope that the Fever really sits her out right now for a while, only because you don't want her to have more long-term injuries and be more prone.
Veteran sports writer Christine Brennan has been one of the strongest critics of how the WNBA has handled Caitlin Clark. Her upcoming book, On Her Game, Caitlin Clark and the Revolution in Women's Sports, is expected to take a closer look at Clark's impact on women's basketball and the challenges surrounding her rise. After another game in which Clark took several hard fouls, Brennan criticized the league, saying, "The WNBA continues to fail to meet the moment. When more people watch than ever before, this is what they see." Her message is simple. Clark has brought a huge number of new fans to the league, yet many people believe the WNBA has not done enough to protect its biggest star from unnecessary physical play. To those critics, it feels like a restaurant allowing customers to mistreat the chef who brings everyone through the door.
Man, bruh. Congratulations to the WNBA. Your ratings are going to drop by 55 to 60% once again. I believe the WNBA has successfully broken Caitlin Clark.
Many fans feel this has become a frustrating pattern. Caitlin Clark is often on the receiving end of hard fouls, and some believe certain opponents are more focused on being physical than simply playing basketball. When Clark stands up for herself, some people say she's too aggressive. When she stays quiet, others say she's too sensitive. To critics, it feels like a no-win situation, and they believe the league hasn't done enough to address it. At the same time, the WNBA continues to face financial challenges. Reports have projected significant losses this season, and many believe Clark's absence only makes those problems worse. Without her on the court, attendance drops, TV ratings decline, and merchandise sales slow down. Supporters argue that her impact on the league is bigger than any other players and that her absence shows just how important she has become to the WNBA's growth.
As big a deal as Tiger was in men's golf, Keith, he did, and when he was gone, it affected the ratings, but nothing like that. And, Michael Jordan being out, maybe a 5 percentage points or something. Nothing like this. You can make a strong case, and I will make that case, and have that there is no one single athlete more important to his or her sport or tour or whatever the circuit is that they play on than Caitlin Clark is to the WNBA.
The saddest part is that many people believe this could have been avoided. When Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA, she was a humble rookie who often gave credit to her teammates instead of seeking the spotlight. She handled criticism with maturity and stayed focused on basketball. Many fans feel the league had a chance to support its biggest new star, protect her, and use her popularity to help grow women's basketball. Instead, they believe too much attention was given to controversy and off-court drama. Clark's injuries affect more than just one team. They also impact ticket sales, TV ratings, merchandise, and corporate sponsors who invested millions as the league grew. With Clark sidelined, some people are questioning whether that momentum can continue. Many critics, this highlights a bigger issue. They believe the WNBA needs to decide what kind of league it wants to be. If it wants to be seen as a top professional sports league, they argue it must protect its star players while keeping competition fair. Focusing too much on controversy may create headlines, but it can also hurt the league in the long run. More than anything, basketball fans are hoping Caitlin Clark makes a full recovery and returns to the court soon.
I don't even know where to begin, man. I hope Caitlin Clark is okay. I want to know when this injury even happened, bro, because let's be serious here. She has the quad injury. Mind you, Caitlin Clark hadn't missed a game since she was like 19 years old, since she was like 18 in college or something. Now she has a groin injury. We've never seen Caitlin Clark play as bad as she played the last 3 games. Let's just be serious here. She's like 1 for 20-something on threes in the last 3. We've never seen her shoot the ball this way. I'll say that. Has she been hurt and playing through this?
Many fans believe there's a clear difference between how the WNBA handles these situations and how other professional sports leagues do. They argue that if an NBA superstar like LeBron James repeatedly took hard or unnecessary hits, the league would step in quickly with fines or suspensions to protect both the player and the game. Critics say the WNBA has not responded strongly enough when Caitlin Clark has been involved in physical incidents. They worry that allowing these situations to continue hurts the league's image and makes some fans lose interest in watching games that don't feature Clark. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.